Kris Barney.
And I'm Bill Barney.
Bill Barney. And we welcome to All Things Possible.
I'm with Beautiful.
We're glad you're here with us. And today our title is, Are You Living at Your Full Potential? For so long, 2-3 years, we've had so many people asking us,
Absolutely.
Why is it different to work with you because you work together? How does that affect us? So we've decided to share those things with you today so that you can really know why it would benefit you to work with All Things Possible.
Right.
Both me and you.
So, and you may be one of these people. How many programs, how many people have you went to before that was going to change your life and you were just so excited when you started? And then it just kind of tapered off and nothing really made a difference. I mean, they said good stuff, there were good things, but somehow they didn't work for you or you didn't fully apply them. And how would that be different by working with us? And that's what we want to share.
Right. Well, and maybe you attended the conference and had several things that you wanted to do, but you didn't implement them and you didn't take action. You didn't have that create a different result. Or maybe you had a different result for a short time period and then you slid back into patterns and behaviors and what got you there in the first place.
You know, and there's this common thing of it's not your fault, but you know what? Sometimes it's not really, it might not be your fault in your control the way you're trying to do it. And as we do this work together, we help you, we assist you to get control and to really take charge. But there's very good reasons why you may have not seen the results you expected in the past because it didn't go deep enough, it didn't expand out far enough. And that's what we do. Kris gets your range out and I go deep.
Yeah, so you get both sides of it. When you work with us, really more my side of the business is your time management. I help you to overcome those challenges that really are getting you to get frustrated and live in overwhelm. I help you find balance, the accountability, that part I'm good at, kicking your trash if you need it. Is that a bad way to say that?
I can attest to that. She's really good at holding people accountable.
I do like to hold you accountable, and if you didn't complete it, let's go back and complete it. Let's not just forget about it or let it go. Let's actually move that forward. So if you're looking for organization and confidence, trusting yourself, actually loving yourself and taking that to the next level. Also in your communication, whether that's teamwork and at work as well as in your relationships. You'll see a huge difference in your relationships when we work together because we not only work on those significant relationships as couples or a significant other, but with your children, with your extended family, as well as in the workplace. So I do a lot on communication and teamwork, and we really structure it around what your needs are and where you want to go.
So perfect. And from my side, my job and what I contribute, what I bring to the plate is, as an intuitive energy healer specializing in 18 different modalities, I got started on this stuff back in the 70s.
That makes you sound old.
I'm at 1970s, not the other 70s before that.
Good thing you're older than me.
Yeah, there you go. But I've been doing this a long time and I've learned an awful lot. And but what I bring to the table is sometimes, I referred a little bit to sometimes it may not be your fault. It's beyond your control. Or it has been up until now, until we go down deep and find out the underlying programs that may be faulty programs that may be just putting you into almost an automatic mode. Traumatic events that happen to you. What about traumatic events that happen to your ancestors? How do they affect you? I'll guarantee you that they can. That those feelings and thoughts and patterns get passed down through the generations. And we can clear those. And that's the way I found ways to clear that and just totally give you a fresh start without all this old weight and baggage that you may not have any idea where it's coming from. And a lot of it will come from your own life experiences as well. So my thing is I'm an intuitive healer, and I also do a lot of mentoring with other healers and help them, assist them along in their journey.
Now you've had a lot of healers that are having you work with them and move them to the next level, so that's been really fun too.
It's fun to see them become amazed at the things they never considered before, so that's where we go with you.
So some of the things that we have in life, like salt and pepper, the things that go together that make it better.
How about bread and butter? I'm supposed to
Yeah.
lay off of those, but they really do go together
We
quite
have been
well.
laying off of those and doing
Yes,
pretty good.
yeah.
But how about,
Peanut butter and jelly. Ooh, yeah.
oh, I think chocolate and peanut butter, right? That's what goes together.
Chocolate,
A Reese's
you know what?
peanut butter
The
cup.
only thing better than a Reese's peanut butter cup is one with jelly on it.
I have not had that one, and but
That
they
works.
go well together. That's what it's like with Bill and Kris. When you work with both of us, you get both sides, and we work together as a team so that we can both come in with great intuition and ideas of what is next for you. And
Stop. Because I've been talking about that I'm an intuitive healer, and the way I can find these things is because they just come to me. I just know that, and we check in, it's like, yeah, that's right. But guess what? Kris is an amazing intuitive. Her gift of intuition is so spot on and so amazing. I'm amazed time after time as she's talking with clients and they share something with her, if I happen to be around when that's happening, and she'll go, oh, well, that's about this. Do you see how this relates to your life? And I see their eyes just pop open wide, and they go, aha. You will have amazing insights and breakthroughs as you work with Kris. She's very intuitive in her way as a
be
trainer.
careful, because I know.
I can't get away with nothing.
It is true, and I believe in my higher power, and that as we work together, it's for your best good. And so I do believe that those gifts are available, and we both have really good success with that. So
Absolutely.
it's a phenomenal duo, like dynamic duo, right? When
Right.
you go to work with both of us.
So, and our hearts and our concerns are with the people. We really put our heart and soul into the people. We come to love them as we work with them, and just their success is our success.
Well, and our big passion is to really change the world, to make people's lives better, to be able to heal the pain that's in their life and be able to help them to move forward and see families stay together and relationships healed and people love themselves, because that's so important. We really need
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, and so that's all fine. I mean, we've said some great stuff, but you're probably asking, so what? What's in it for me? What happens? You know, you guys are the dynamic duo. Great, la la la. What do I get out of it? Okay, we are the dynamic duo, and we're all that. Okay, but what are you going to get out of that? And that's what we'd like to share with you a little bit about that.
Yeah, so some of the benefits that we've seen in our clients, and we see a wide, vast array, got a lot of different things with different clients, but
Absolutely, every person is unique, and their circumstances are unique, and their successes are very unique to them. But their successes, their breakthroughs, they're life changing and transforming.
right, we've done everything from have people start their own business to triple their business, or to, I almost don't know if I should say, remember that client that we got pregnant?
What did the president say? I don't know that woman.
Okay, so we did have a client that had a really difficult time sustaining a pregnancy, and after working with us for a while, she did have her first
She did
child
carry
at 40
the
years
baby to
old,
term.
and it's been phenomenal to watch that process. And again, we did not do that, but there was a lot of things that we were able to heal in her life and help her through.
Yeah, with the way she felt and did things life to underline things that I was able to find intuitively. So with the combination, and I'm sure with her own prayers being answered, the combination of everything together after many, many years, and she was nearing the end of, what do you call that? The window was starting to close on the time
Her
when,
childbearing years.
yes, that's the right way to say that. And it came, and so we
And
see
it's
things
just been
like that.
phenomenal to watch
Yes.
different things like that. As for us, huge success, because she was so happy, and that was such a big part of her life. And we're that excited about even the little things in everyone's life.
Well, and even I just had a guy share with me the other day that he's in the sales field, and after working with me to clear some of the things that were blocking his money, financial abundance, and his sales and stuff, he shared with me that he's in the last 2 months, each month has been more than other years, the whole year of income, than 12 months of income in the past. So it
Right.
just totally skyrocketed his potential.
Well, and he even said that with the money blocks and the money healing that you did with him, that it had raised that ceiling, that he felt like he was kept hitting a ceiling, and now the ceiling's gone.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. So one of the big things that I see in the clients is their improved relationships. Again, that's their significant other, if that's a spouse, if that's they've got an ex-husband or ex-wife, actually healing that and letting that go and being able to find a new relationship or put their whole self into the new relationship. And that's with your children, it's with your coworkers, it's maybe, improving those relationships and moving up the ladder. There's so much to be done there in relationships.
And the first and primary relationship that we both, as we work with clients on this, it's none of those. That's not the most important one. It has to be with who?
It's yourself. You have got to trust yourself. You've got to be able to have that relationship with yourself, because the more you love yourself, the more love you can extend out to others. I know that sounds crazy, but until you completely and totally love yourself, it's really hard to get all of that abundance and everything to flow to you until you actually do trust and love yourself.
So what does an intuitive healer do for relationships? What I can tell you is we talked a little bit about generational things. There can be many generational things where you may have beliefs or patterns of failed relationships, of non-communication. And we can clear the underlying things, the traumatic things from your life, other experiences in your life, and we can heal those and create a new pattern for you. And that just lets your relationship flow much easier. So.
Well, and as your relationships are improved and the relationship with yourself, your confidence is raised. You have more self-confidence. Again, you trust yourself. You love yourself, and you ultimately love your life. It's great to be able to create the life that you want, and that starts with having confidence in yourself and feeling like you have value, being enough, and knowing that you're worthy and that you have all that you need.
And so, Kris, on the confidence part of the daily routine that she encourages her clients to do is do certain things, very specific declarations and other things to build your confidence. What I do to assist people on that end is, if you have a memory of a time when you totally failed, and every time you think about it, it gives you a sick feeling in your stomach. And you can stand up all day long and say, I'm amazing, people love me. But if all you can remember is that time when everybody ganged up on you, or at least you felt like that. Many, many incidents throughout your life can be confidence destroyers. And so I go in and fix the hidden stuff, or find the hidden stuff, and you fix it as we go through the process. Very easy process, but...
Well, we say stuck sucks. It really does suck to be stuck in the past. We need to let it go. We need to be able to move forward. If you are staying in the same place, you're really going backwards.
Have you ever been actually stuck in your car, maybe in the snow or in the mud? You can look down at the speedometer and it will register 60, 70 miles an hour if you mash the gas. And if all you're doing is looking at the dash, it feels like you're making great progress. Do you feel like that in life? You're looking at the dash, you're going, okay, I'm doing all the right things. I've got the car in gear. I've got the key turned on. My foot is off the brake and I'm mashing the gas, and I've got my hands at 10 and 2. Now you turn around and look out the window.
9 and 3 might be closer to that, but 10 and 2 is 9.
Yeah. Then you turn around, you look out the window and you go,
you're not teaching drivers ed.
Stuck sucks. Okay, because you're not going anywhere. Do you feel like that in your life? You've got the vehicle, you're doing everything you can, but you're stuck. What is that? That's where we work.
And are you working really, really hard and having the same results?
Yeah.
Would it be nice to have those results changed? One of the things that a lot of our people find as we work in time management, they are finding that they get to do what they want to do. They're spending more time with their family, they're scheduling vacations, they're actually doing that exercise program and getting to the gym, or having the hike in nature, because it's scheduled. And because it's planned and executed. It's not just a wish. It becomes an actual accomplishment. So we really get really serious on our time management and organizing our schedule, and being able to say no to the things that we don't want to do, because you're at choice and you make a decision every moment of what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, and how successful that's going to be.
And great, and with the tools and techniques and insights that you give them with time management, and sometimes we can still do that, and you're like, why doesn't, again, if you're stuck, if you have these things that are just automatic time wasters, or you just get down and you can't function, or if you're going through the motions and you look out the window and you don't seem to be getting anywhere, that's where many techniques that I can do, we can have major healing in minutes. Literally in 90 seconds, I've had people have events that were so traumatic that when they thought about them, they would cry. 90 seconds later, they said, you know what, it's okay, that's part of my history, it's part of my story. Doesn't happen all the time, but it sure happens a lot. You know, how would it be to heal in minutes or in moments? And you see that when you work with me.
One of the things that I like to say is that I like to have you raise your own personal bar. We want to create a new comfort zone. You know, you talk about being in the box and get out of your comfort zone. What if out of your comfort zone started to feel comfortable? What if that became your new comfort zone? Is taking it one step further and actually broadening your horizon, you know, not doing the same things, getting the same result. Let's get different results. Let's create a new comfort zone and a new way to be for you.
And so, yeah, with the comfort zone, imagine a person who lives perhaps in a ghetto for whatever reason, and you know, what do you visualize?
Or the hood.
Or the hood.
We talk about the victimhood, being in the hood.
Okay, what do you imagine? Do you imagine a bunch of old pop cans on the porch and such, and you know, maybe there's a car jacked up in the driveway with the wheels off, and their house is, you know, things lying around, it's disorganized. That's their comfort zone. But what if you was to declutter that? And like Kris says, create a new comfort zone where you clean things up, you change your circumstance, change your environment, and to where that's your new comfort zone. And with the intuitive and energy healing side of that, I help you declutter the things way down deep that you may not be consciously aware of, and we get to the root of the problems. You ever gone out to your garden and decided, oh, there's too many weeds in it, let's just take and chop all the weeds off? You don't do that. You know that you need to pull them out by the root, but sometimes in life we try just chopping them off at the ground and hope they don't grow back. But we know what happens, especially if they're weeds. You know, if it's a plant you want to grow and you chop it off, yeah, it's done. But if it's a weed, it will come back. That's just how things work. And you know what? It works like that in life too.
But that's how our real life is, yeah. If, you know, the weeds are going to come, and they're going to come anyway, which are going to be our situations, our challenges. They're going to come anyway. It's how we react to those and how we step into our true self, and we're able to create a different outcome. When we had a really tough year, we had a son with cancer. He was 9. He was our oldest. This is many years ago. And
You make me sound
he
old.
and I, well, you talked about the 70s. That was in the 90s.
Oh, okay.
He and I spent 180 nights in the hospital in 11 months. And you can imagine, as my oldest child, I had from 9 years old down to 11 months when he was diagnosed with this brain tumor. And we had to do life different. We had to take on those challenges and do it different. I couldn't be in victimhood. I couldn't stay there. And I had to put a lot of things in place. And that's really, there were a lot of other challenges and other trials that we had to really grow from and learn from. But the biggest thing is I had to step up to how can we make this work. Bill did the same thing. He worked almost 24-hour shifts, and he would go and work trying to keep the bills paid, trying to make enough money to keep us out of hock for a while with that year, right? Yeah. And he came to the hospital whenever he possibly could, but we took our own roles and we went forward. And we still had a very successful year. And I was self-employed and still had a company when we got done. There's a lot of things that we had to put in place. And it's through going through 32 years next week of marriage that we've been able to really hone in on what are those techniques, what are those tools, what are those things that we can draw upon and share with others. We want you to become more motivated, more excited, raise your energy. That is one of the things we see in our clients. They are brighter, they are excited, they're thrilled with their life is showing improvement, they're having all kinds of abundance and success because they've released and let go, they've been able to move forward, and they trust and believe in themselves. They live their life in love, joy, and peace. And ultimately, isn't that what we want?
So, yeah, absolutely. I love unintentional results. That when people, on the positive side, we work on this and this and this, and they come back to us and say, by the way, I'll tell you what, my things at work or my job or somebody that I was estranged from, an old friend, we've just reconnected and it's amazing. And we may not have been approaching that directly, but the whole package comes together.
Yeah, your whole life aligns.
We have things lined up that we had never actually focused on yet, and they just kind of fall into place. So what I do as far as this whole big picture here, we work on a lot of issues with money, with clearing out money things. Talked a little bit about some of that before. A lot of people feel like that their life is good, but it could be better, and we want it to be best, right? And are you truly going in your true life path? Are you on your path that you know you're doing your special purpose, what you came here to do? Or do you know what that is and just haven't been able to quite make that happen? You're frustrated in moving towards that. And by working with the two of us, we can find, remove blocks, set up systems and patterns to accelerate and propel you forward on that path, on your true path to where you really want to go. And as we do these things, you're motivated because your relationships are working, you're happy, you're not dragging around all the anchors and the weights of the past and your old habits. You've decluttered your life, and it's just you truly can have all things possible.
Right. I love that our company is All Things Possible, and one of the programs that we do together is a 7-step program. It's an 8-week course that we do together. It's called 7 Steps to Create Your Thriving Life. So if you aren't living your thriving life, if you are not living at your full potential, it's time to jump on the program, 7 Steps to Create Your Thriving Life. Work with Kris and Bill.
Absolutely.
And join our community, join our program, and let's take your life to the next level so that you are living at your full potential every day.
And it really can be different. It's within your power. Right now is the perfect time. If you're in your 60s, you're just about to hit your prime. If you're beyond that, you're in your prime. If you haven't got there yet, it's the best time to start. It's never too late. The time is now. Are you ready to take on your life?
Right, so check it out. Right here below on the screen, you can go to our website.
Right here.
At allthingspossible.biz. Again, allthingspossible.biz. And on our training tab,
Yes.
it talks more about our 7-step program, and it'll give you a chance to look at that. We have a great offer for you. It's the last time we're offering it for our event that starts soon, but we will be offering a $1,000 discount for that. So check it out. Get in touch with us. We love to strengthen and empower others and heal others. Let them be healed from the inside out and take their life to a new level. So join us because we would love to work with you.
All right. Hey, we really look forward to getting to know you better and to working with you. Until then, we will see you later.
Bye-bye.